Welcome everyone to this amazing battle that we have at the WR chess. And we are soon going to begin the games here. Vidit here playing against Vaishali Topalov. We are actually streaming this live from London, so you will be enjoying this action. We have Vidit here, we have MVL versus Sindarov here, and we have Bodhana playing against Arjun here. Wow, it's epic, absolutely epic. Let's have a look at the games perhaps and see what's going on. And Bodhana is just 9 years old and she's taking on the current world number 3. This is classical chess, the WR chess, and I'm going to tell you all about the tournament as well in a bit, the format, and all the information that you need to follow the event. But until then, you can enjoy this. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, guys, we are all set here and we are about to begin the live commentary here of the tournament. And I hope that you're going to have a very good time here joining me. Let's first head to the game between Arjun Erigaisi and Bodhana Sivananda, because Arjun is the top seed of the tournament and he's taking on this amazing young talent Bodhana. And let's start from the beginning here. Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. I'm very excited. I'm going to switch off the music so that we can all enjoy some chess together. And there we go. Okay, so Arjun, playing with the white pieces, opens the game with d4. Bodhana goes d5. We have bishop f4, c5, the London system by Arjun. Now pawn to e3, knight comes out to c6, and bishop b5. Arjun instantly puts his bishop here, pins the knight. Now all those who are confused with what this event is all about and what's happening here, well, let me just tell you, this is the WR Masters that's happening here, and it is a tournament where some of the best minds in the world have come together in London for this tournament. And you can see here we have Vishy, Anand, Pragnananda, Arjun, Raunak, Vidit, Vaishali, 6 Indians, then Firouzja, Nodirbek, Kosteniuk, Topalov, Bologan, Sindarov, Maghsoodloo, MVL, Shreyas Royal, and Bodhana. These are the players who are playing here. And it's a knockout tournament. So today there will be 3 rounds that will happen. And then, today there will be 2 games that will happen. And then in the end, if it's 1-1, there will be a tie break, an Armageddon. So we will see only 8 players tomorrow. It's a 4-day event. So it's first round, quarterfinals, semis, and finals. That's how quick this event is. And the time control is very unique. Time control for each game is 60 minutes for the first 30 moves, 30 minutes for next 20 moves, and 30 minutes for the rest of the game. This is how the time control is here. And each player shall bid a number of minutes in the Armageddon up to 10, and the player with the lower bid will have black pieces. So that is how it is going to be in the Armageddon. And this is the schedule that you can see here on your screen. And the format is 16 players knockout, 2 games. In case of tie break, bidding Armageddon shall be played. So that's how things are. Let's go to the game between Arjun and Bodhana and see what's happening here. And let's get it started. Okay, let's go to the board. So here after bishop b5, what happened was e6 was played. Then knight came out to f3. He went knight f6. Castles, bishop e7. And by the way, guys, there's a 15-minute delay So for me to follow the live stream might not be very easy. I mean, live chat, but I'll try to read all your messages, which maybe come 15 minutes ago. Uh, let's see if I can pull it up. Just space India. Yeah, there we have it. And yes, so bishop e7, d takes c5, bishop takes c4, bishop d7, and knight comes out to c3. So this is how the position is right now, and Bodhana is thinking about what she ought to be doing here. And to all the viewers in the chat, I hope you're doing well. And we're going to have a lot of fun. The main thing is the players have to make 30 moves within an hour, which is very, very exciting. Very exciting. Let's see the game of the guy who has just won 1 crore rupees. Yes, we are talking about Vidit Gujarati. Let's just have a look at what Vidit is up to. Vidit playing with the black pieces here. Sai Prasad, who 15 minutes ago sent, let's go, backer of Indian chess. Guys, I will read out all your super chats and messages, but you will get to know after 15 minutes because that's how there's a delay here that comes. So let's begin. E4, E5, knight F3, knight C6, bishop B5. So with it playing with the black pieces here, Topalov with white. And you can see all the bars here below. We have also the times and the move number. So knight F6, D3, bishop C5 played. So anti-Berlin. When you play knight F6, it is the Berlin. When you play D3, it becomes the anti-Berlin. And then you play bishop C5, C3. And I hope my mic is good. If my mic is not good, I should try and get this mic. Yeah, this one should be really good. Guys, you just got an audio upgrade. Castles. Castles. Vidit goes d5. He really likes to clarify things in the center. Knight d2. And now he played pawn to a5. Now this move a little surprising for me because generally you want to play a6, but I think what Vidit wants to do is stop b4. h3 played. And now de, de, queen e7 and a4. Guys, the video quality is done by our phones here, and it is not particularly tailored towards a live broadcast. When we came here at the last minute, we realized that there is a need for a live stream, so we set this up, and I hope to give you a good experience. It might not be perfect, but at least we'll all be able to follow the tournament together, and this will be good fun. We'll improve, we'll keep improving. So trying to see if there is more lights in the room, so even my video can become better perhaps as the day goes on. Okay. And now this is the live board position that we have. Topalov is thinking, right? Vidit is thinking right now after a4. They are on move number 10. Yeah, we'll make sure. Let's go to another game. Let's go to Sindarov versus MVL. Sindarov versus MVL. Two amazing players here. Now, e4 for MVL, e5 for Sindarov. We have the Rui Lopez. Knight f6, castles, knight e4. And we are going towards the open Rui Lopez here. c3, bishop e7. He brings his bishop out. Queen moves up and knight d2. And we can see Sindarov there thinking. And for now, this is the position that we have on the board. It's a very normal position. White has pressure here. Maybe some point he wants to take here. Black is very well developed. It's the open Rui Lopez. You can go short castling. He's kept the king in the center. Who knows? Maybe he wants to attack perhaps at some point with g5, g4. There are a lot of possibilities. Let's now head to the game of the 5-time world champion Vishwanathan Anand, because this is going to be very exciting. We don't really get to see Vishy Anand in action so many times. So it's going to be very nice. He's not at the board right now. He plays very quickly. e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6. He goes for the Rui Lopez. There you see Vishy on your screen. a6. Bishop a4, knight f6, castles, knight takes e4. We see the open Rui Lopez here as well. But instead of playing the main move here, which is b5, bishop b3 and d5, instead of this, Shreyas goes bishop e7. Maybe he's just trying to play something that is lesser known. I don't know if Vishy will be confused, but this is what he has gone for. And let's see how Vishy reacts now to it. He goes queen e2. Okay. In comes the move b5 by Shreyas. Vishy drops his bishop back. Pawn to d5. Now takes the pawn. Knight c5, attacking the bishop here. Vishy goes rook d1. And now comes the move knight takes b3. Interesting. Knight takes b3. And now, Vishy very smart, takes with the c pawn. Now here is a very important moment for all of us to understand in chess. A takes b3, capturing towards the center is the best move here. But c takes b3 is what Vishy plays because he wants to get the rook on the c file. So maybe he's going to put bishop here, knight to c3 and bring the knight here, and Vishy is saying that even though my structure is not that great, I'm going to play it this way. So very, very interesting decision here by Vishy Anand. I think brilliant decision, and I think Shreyas now has to be careful. He has 44 minutes. Vishy has 51 minutes on the clock. And let's go now to the position of Vaishali versus Firouzja. This is going to be a very, very exciting game. Actually, Firouzja is in hot form here. He is in tremendously hot form. But it might be interesting how this game goes. French. Vaishali is always very ambitious. Plays the advance French c5, c3. Knight comes out and plays the bishop to d7. f6 played. Oh, breaking. Generally, you want to play queen b6, put pressure here. But Vaishali breaks instantly in the center of the board with f6. Castles, fe. Knight e5. Okay. Interesting. Vaishali takes it. Pawn takes and puts her queen to c7. Now she's not only attacking here, but what is she planning to do? Yes, she also wants to short castle here. A long castle, sorry. We can once just have a look at this full screen. Look at the environment there in the playing hall. Ali Reza very focused at his board here. And now, instead of trying to sort of defend his pawns here, he goes for the move rook e1. And of course, you cannot take this pawn. Guys, why can I not take this pawn? Very important question. Why is taking this pawn bad? Well, taking this pawn is a terrible idea because of bishop h5 check and you lose the queen. Okay, fine. Long castle played here by Vaishali, and Firouzja now puts his bishop back because the pawn was hanging. Vaishali goes knight out, pawn to c4, and here Vaishali can put her bishop on this beautiful diagonal. But instead of this, plays king b8. Knight c3. And now she takes the pawn. Very interesting decision here. Bishop takes, and I'm expecting Vaishali to put her bishop here on this diagonal, put the knight in the center, and then this will be very cool position. Okay, let's head over to the next game. Now we have Arjun versus Bodhana. Once again, I want to go and check this out. The game of Arjun and Bodhana. Here is the board position. And here we have Arjun and Bodhana. So what Bodhana did here is after knight c3, she said, oh my god, too much pressure on the central pawn. So I'm going to take it. She takes it. Arjun moves the queen. Now you will see that Arjun is going to win this pawn. But the bishop is inside the pawn chain and Arjun's going to bring his rooks right into the center of the board. That is his plan. Very smart, Arjun. Okay, so goes castles, rook f d1, queen c8 and takes the pawn. And right now, I love the position of Arjun. Because if you see, Bodhana's bishop is bad. But then again, guys, Bodhana is just 9 years old. Look at her. To even be playing at this level itself is such an amazing feat. I think we should have Bodhana OP in the chat. Really amazing that this young girl is playing here and it is phenomenal. Phenomenal. This is a great opportunity, maybe a breakthrough in her career. You know, this would be a very, very big moment for her if she manages to play well. And you can see her extremely focused there. And she goes pawn to a6, quietly moving the little pawn on the side of the board, pawn to a6. She wants to go b5 maybe, and I'm pretty sure Arjun's going to bring his rook to c1. Okay, let's have a look at Vishy Anand's game again, guys. Or should we go to Vidit? Let's go to Vidit's game first. Vidit is today Karodpati. I'll keep reminding you today. Vidit got rupees 1 crore from the government of Maharashtra. Isn't that tremendous? He goes with his knight back, attacking the bishop. Now you want to preserve the bishop often. So you move your bishop back. But then bishop d7 came in. Now, so bishop d7, knight here. Of course, Vidit has maybe the stiffest challenge here. We also have Pragnananda versus Bologan Victor. Let's try to spot where Pragg is in this tournament venue. Not easy to find everyone. There is Pragg behind Vishy Anand. So let's quickly check Pragnananda's game versus Bologan. d4, knight f6, c4, e6, knight c3, bishop b4, a3. So Nimzo Indian, Pragg plays the very sharp line. Bologan, of course, an amazing player, but now is in FIDE and does not play so much. He keeps playing. He's not so inactive. So this is going to be interesting challenge for Pragg. Pawn takes, c5, e3, knight c6, brings the bishop out, pawn comes up, and he hits in the center of the board. Wow. Okay, one question to all of you. What if I take, and take? Why is this bad? Can anyone figure out? Try to think. The unfortunate part for me is that I cannot interact with you so easily because of the 15-minute delay. But I want you to think. I want you to start sort of getting into the groove. Okay, guys, just fixing the bars so that you all can see it well. Okay. Yeah, this is much better now. I hope. Oh. Shout out to Rakshit for making this happen at a very short notice. We didn't know we were going to stream this tournament live, and he made it happen in just one night. So a big thank you to him. And the problem here, of course, is I push your knight away. So your knight has to move. But where should the knight go? Here, here, here. We don't know. So it has to go back. And then a very important moment, because many of you, now you need to think. Guys, think. This is the moment you need to think. What does white play here? Because most of you might think, oh, let's put the bishop here, attack the rook and the knight. But no, the knight jumps back. The right move here is queen g4, attacking here and here. And you are winning, because even if the knight moves, I simply chop it off. And then next move, I chop this off. So that's the reason why Bologan did not take here. He pushed his pawn forward. And believe it or not, Pragg is thinking. By the way, Bologan took a lot of time. He has 38 minutes on the clock. They have to make 30 moves in 1 hour. Oh my goodness. So Bologan taking a lot of time. And then we have Nodirbek versus Kosteniuk. I want to see where Nodirbek and Kosteniuk are, maybe behind Arjun and Bodhana. So let me just see if I can get them on the screen. There they are behind Nodirbek. And this is interesting opening by Kosteniuk. She plays the Karo Khan. And she plays this line which is very famous. Takes, c3. Bishop d6, bishop d3, h5. Knight f3, h4, h3, bishop e6 played, castles, queen to d7, rook e1, king f8, and now knight d2. So already Kosteniuk playing a little bit awkwardly this position. You can see she's moved her king to f8 while Nodirbek is clearly better. And right now Kosteniuk not to be seen. She has 39 minutes on the clock. This is a new time format. Let's head to Arjun versus Bodhana now. We did see that after rook coming here, she pushed her pawn. Arjun brought the bishop back, and now the bishop went in. And I think right now Arjun has a close to decisive advantage. The reason being that this is very weak here, and a very important moment. Let's say I play my oh, she plays her knight to e5. He plays his knight to e5. And we have a super chat here. Will this count for classical or rapid rating since the time format is weird? Armu, this is for classical rating. This will be counted for classical rating. Actually, Arjun could have also played e4 because there's no e5 coming in. And he can push forward with e5. I wonder why he played knight e5. But let's just think you take here. And maybe Arjun will take threatening knight d5. Maybe you put your queen here. But then I chop. And what's the move, guys? White to play. Yes, absolutely. Bishop e4. Very powerful move. You have to play bishop c6. And now an important moment. Takes. And knight to d5. Attacking the queen. And this is all over, guys. The bishop is hanging, and if you move the queen back, I can go rook c7. And when you move your queen even further back, I can chop, and other rook goes here. And my queen is coming in, and this is over. So this is how some things can pan out. That's what is on the mind. And by the way, Bodhana does not take here. She goes rook d8. But this is just not that great, but it's a good fighting move. Yeah, very interesting what she's done. Rook d8. Okay, so now let's head over to the game of Vishy Anand versus Shreyas Royal. Vishy Anand here. Let's see how he's doing. There we have Raunak versus Maghsoodloo. Let's first check Raunak versus Maghsoodloo. How is Raunak doing? He has a tough opponent today, Raunak, but he's playing well. He has a good position here. They are moving so fast. By God. In 1 hour, they have to make 30 moves. They've already made 23 moves in 20 minutes. Okay, this is all well-known theory. So I guess both of them were very well prepared. G5. Takes, wins a pawn. Raunak takes that pawn. And I guess this is all well-known stuff here. So Raunak having 33 minutes, Parham 47. Maybe slightly weakened position for the black king, but nothing in particular. Okay guys, I'm just making sure that the room is better organized while I'm streaming. There's no increment, guys. There's no increment in this format. Okay, let's get going. Let's go to Vishy Anand's game. Here you see Ali Reza against Vaishali. After taking, Vaishali did play her knight to f5. Oh, Vaishali is going here. This is so exciting. Vaishali playing against Firouzja. And now, actually, Vaishali's chances. Let's say Firouzja makes a normal move, bishop f4. Then after bishop c6, already some trouble time, yeah? Like already rook coming in. Let's say you go queen g4. Already you have to worry about some h5 business, rook d4 stuff. Not easy this position. Let's have a look at the full screen and see Firouzja quite worried about his position. Quite tensed. Yes, the tables are looking a bit cramped, but next round onwards it will be very free because half of the players will get eliminated. So it's in one day itself. Oh, he plays bishop e3. Wow, interesting. I'm not particularly impressed with this move. Let's go to the board and see what's happening. Bishop e3. Okay. And now Vaishali can play bishop c6, attacking the queen. Okay. Let's say I put my queen here. What's happening? Not easy to understand. Maybe knight h4, yeah? Knight h4. Or maybe knight d4 jumping in. These are some problems to solve. Because if queen g4, you already have h5. And yeah, so not easy, guys. Not easy for Firouzja. First round. Vaishali playing well. Let's go to Vishy. What's up, Vishy? And where is he? This is Sindarov. Unable to find Vishy, huh? Ah, yeah, here is Vishy. Vishy Anand is here. And so we saw CB3. Shreyas went bishop f5. Anand came with his bishop out. Castles. And put his knight on c3, attacking this pawn. And now Shreyas had to drop back. So then why did he go bishop f5? He could have gone bishop e6 straight away. So this is definitely an opening inaccuracy there by Shreyas. And now he's in tough problems against the 5-time world champion and the legendary Vishy Anand. Yes, this event is happening at the Langham Hotel in London. And if anyone wishes to come here, I'm not so sure if it's easy to come into the playing hall. I think it's too small. But maybe you can meet the players later after the games. But the games will end at 10 p.m. So actually, it's not a very on ground event. You cannot come on ground and watch it. But hopefully, there will be some thing that we can do on the last day. I'm hoping that I can organize some kind of a meetup here in London. So if any of you are interested, we can all meet. Okay, let's go to the next board right now. Vishy Anand is thinking, okay, let me think. What will I do as Vishy? I will play my knight to e4, I think. No, I'll play rook c1. Why not? Rook c1. I would put my rook here, putting pressure. What do you think, guys? Would you also play that? I was thinking about this move, knight e4. But I thought that knight e4, I want to go here. Maybe he will just move his queen away. Then I can jump. So, maybe not a bad idea. Knight e4. But rook c1, so simple, yeah? Just put the rook here. And so right now, guys, we can see that Vishy is having all his pieces beautifully positioned. Okay, now I'm getting the groove of commentary, guys. Thoda, for start mein, like we put the cameras there. Yesterday we tested it. Here the internet, do the OBS, do everything. It's all very weird, but we are doing it. So now I feel better. So I want to say, firstly, I'm a big fan, of course, and of Vishy, and he's playing after such a long time some classical tournament, and I think I'm so happy he did play at the Global Chess League. And if we look at this thing here, the player table, the tree, we will see that if Anand wins and if Pragnananda wins, we have Anand versus Pragnananda. Whoa! Let's go! Let's go. That will be so cool. And there you see Vishy, very focused, trying to figure out what to do here in this position. And it's actually very interesting what he will come up with right now, because he can actually take the pawn, but there is no way to then take advantage of that, of this pin here. So my guess is rook c1. Let's go to Pragnananda and see if he's playing here. He's right next to Vishy, and d5 was what Pragg played, pushing knight a5, and he's just opening up the position. Bologan says, I don't want to open it up. Pragg takes, and now Bologan is thinking. Why is he thinking? Victor. Oh, Victor is thinking about sacrificing a pawn. He wants to play knight g4. Insane. This would be a great move. That's why he didn't take. He can take. It's also a fine position. But he can play knight g4. Wow. The main point being that if you take here, I have check, g3, and queen back, threatening a mate. If you bring your queen here, sanging. Very interesting. Very interesting. Let's see if Victor plays knight g4. No, he doesn't. He just takes it. He's like, let's not get into such things with Pragg. He's very strong. He's tactical. He's young. I don't want to get into this stuff. I want to see Vidit Gujarati. For all the people joining in right now, Vidit has right now managed to is playing against Vaishali Topalov. But one big news today, the government of Maharashtra has felicitated Vidit and Divya both with 1 crore rupees, and Abhijit Kunte and Sankalp Gupta, the coaches of the team, Abhijit the main coach, Sankalp the assistant coach, with 10 lakh rupees each, which is insane. So bishop c6 by Vidit, rook e1 and knight c8. And look at how Vidit is maneuvering his position. He's attacking here with the knight, with the bishop, wants to bring his knight here and get all his pieces to work together. So have we checked all the games? Let's see. Let's have a quick view on our bars. Arjun has a winning position with Bodhana in just 17 moves. Nodirbek has a great position against Kosteniuk in 12 moves. Vaishali doing better against Alireza Firouzja. Let's go, Vaishali. Let's have her on the screen and see. Vaishali, by the way, yesterday didn't have particularly a great day. She was not feeling so well, and at some point we thought whether she would play or not, but she has decided to play. She's a fighter, guys. She's an absolute fighter. And let me just show you in the full screen how focused she is. She's thinking of her move. She needs to be very quick because Alireza Firouzja, this time control is unforgiving. 37 minutes for her, 34 for Firouzja. 15 moves made, 15 more moves to make. Then you get 30 minutes extra. Let's get back now. Vaishali thinking still. Okay. So we saw Arjun versus Sivananda Bodhana. Here have a look at them again. So after knight e5, she went rook d8. Arjun put his knight in the center. Very, very best move. Opening up the rook. Looking here. Looking here. Looking here. Looking here. Too many problems. Knight came to d5. And now Arjun had a very strong tactic here, which even he missed. Which is not common for Arjun, but understandable because the move he chose also very strong. He could take here. And I'm wondering after king takes, check, king g8, and now just knight d6 with this unleashing itself and attacking here. Wow, beautiful, beautiful. So knight f7, king f7. But instead of that, he goes knight g5. He takes, bishop takes, and now the bishop is attacking the rook. So rook f8. And this is on the board now. Okay, interesting moment here was that if you took knight, then this is hanging the queen. So that's why she pushes the rook. And yeah, many different ways for Arjun to now get an advantage. But maybe let's see. You can take, queen takes, and now try to figure out what way I can get an advantage. One way is maybe just queen c2, attacking here and here. Maybe not the best, but e4 might be better because after knight moves back, I can go e5, unleashing this way, and then later even the rook can swing over. Yes, guys, I am commentating from the official hotel. So bishop drops back to b1. Guys, we will improve this broadcast significantly in the next rounds. We will try to get more things working. Meanwhile, on my left, you can see that there is helpchess.org. If anyone wants to support young talents, can contribute there, and it would be very cool. All of this money goes to young Indian talents, and this is something that can be of great help to them, and your support is immensely useful. Help Chess is a non-profit organization, and it is a charitable trust run by Chessbase India, ATG registered, and also has a CSR number. Now, going to the game of Vishy Anand there. I want to check what is up with Vishy. How is he doing? Let's just see. So Vishy, did he make his move? Because he was thinking about his move for quite some time. I think he has. Oh, he played queen d2 and Shreyas gave up the pawn. Here, bishop takes and now goes bishop g4. Pinning. Pinning here. But I think this is not particularly dangerous. I'm sure Vishy is going to put his queen here and just claim, or here and claim a small advantage. What happens if draw? Well, if the match is firstly today's first game, then second game will happen at 9:30 p.m. It will start Indian time. 9:30, and then yeah. If that also ends, like if one side wins, the second side wins that, or two draws, 1-1, then we go into the Armageddon at 10 o'clock at night. Vishy is thinking there. In the background, you can see Pragyananda there. Pragg against Victor Bologan. So after DE, knight f3, queen e7, in came bishop g5, pinning here, wanting to castle. I like Pragg's position a lot. He has a very good position. Okay. Guys, I can see the chat, but at a 15-minute delay. So all that you write, I can read it later. So thank you so much for joining in, for enjoying. We're going to build this up. Enjoying myself. Let's go to Vaishali's game against Firouzja. Is it something that... Oh, Vaishali did play Bishop E7 and Firouzja played Queen G4. Now, I'm having a feeling that... Let's just have a little bit of a deep look here. You can see Firouzja looks a bit worried for sure. Vaishali looks like super focused. Also, the time situation says that both are almost on even terms. They have to be very quick because here it's like you have to make 30 moves in 1 hour without increment. So it's like 2 minutes per move. Now, I want to play G5. I think G5 really makes sense because then I can go H5. Right? That's one way. I can also go H5 directly here. But then I have to worry about the queen sitting here, which I don't like. So I think I'll go G5. You can't take, because if you take, then I'll just play rook here. And you are losing material, because even if you try to save, I will attack it. It's a pin. But what you can do is you can come here, queen H5. But then I can move my bishop here, attack your queen. Queen goes back, and then I can win this pawn. And also I can start pushing slowly. So clearly G5 is a great move for Vaishali. Oh, Rakshit mentions you can also see whose move it is. Wow, that's so cool. That's so cool. We have the timer running down. We have the move number. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. The innovation that you can do in a small space to give the viewers a better feel of things. It's amazing. It's amazing. In fact, the bar itself gives you an entire overview of all that is happening right now. We can see that 3 games are roundabout even, which is Parham, Raunak, Maxim, Sindarov and Topalov Vidit, while rest of the games it's actually getting quite intense. Only one player, however, who's the lower rated is better, and that is Vaishali. Guys, we have 6 Indians here, and how many Indians will go to the next round? Let's have a small poll there. It might be interesting. By the way, this entire tournament is sponsored by Vadim Rosenstein, and he is a chess lover. He loves chess. How many Indians? How many of the 6 Indians playing here will make it to the second round? Okay, so 6 out of 16, all of them, which is 5 out of 16, 4 out of 16, or 3 out of 16. I don't believe less than 3, but let's see. Okay, let's put the poll up, and guys, you can follow. Also, it's very interesting because you have like 6 Indians here, and then you also have Bodhana, who is Indian origin, playing for England, and Shreyas Royal, who is also Indian origin, playing for England. So, oh, she does go H5. Wow, what a brave girl Vaishali is. What a brave girl. If you come in with the queen now, I'm a bit worried, Vaishali. Your pawn is hanging here. What's your plan? Knight H4. Knight H4, Knight D4. I don't know. This is hanging, guys. How do you save it? You want to put your rook here to kick the queen off, but this bishop is very irritating. Maybe you go Knight D4 to get rid of this bishop, because if you take, I hit your knight and I hit your bishop. Okay, Knight D4 looks like a nice move. I like it. I like to move it. Move it. Let's go to the game of Arjun and Bodhana, because Arjun Bodhana might end pretty soon right now. So bishop b1, Bodhana did play f5, Arjun played e4, fe, And you can see Arjun is thinking about his move. And we have a message from one of our members who says, it was great to meet you at friend's house, Sagar. Bhai, it will be great if we can meet up on the last day of Saturday if you are around. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I would love to do that actually. I'll try to do, maybe the best place to do a meetup would be the Hyde Park, I think, in London. So I'll try to make that happen. Rajesh Kataria says you are hosting chess coaching in Mumbai. Yes, yes, 21st to 27th, guys. All are welcome to come. Please do come, do join. Poke News says, why is Vidit not taking rest after Olympiad? I don't know. Vidit is not just playing here. By the way, Queen took the pawn, threatening a mate here. He's next playing ECC after this. So he's playing a lot. He will then play Tata Steel Chess India. Before that, he will play the Chennai Grandmasters. Too many tournaments, guys. Too many tournaments for everyone, including myself. I'm traveling also insanely. Bishop d3, knight b6. Oh, I thought the knight was planning to go to d6 to attack here. He goes b6. Actually, Vidit is playing a very maneuvering struggle against Topalov. And Topalov is on 26 minutes. They are on move number 15. Why is Divya not in this tournament, says Pavel? Well, they could invite only 16 players, right? There's so many talented players. So I would have loved if Divya was here, but then already there are so many. So right now, Topalov is thinking, guys, this time control is going to become quite interesting, at least for me as a commentator. I'm pretty excited to see what will happen next. We have close to 2000 people watching this, guys. Do like the stream, do spread the word. I would have loved to make this sort of without delay, this entire broadcast, but there are certain fair play measures which have to be adhered to. The unfortunate part is I cannot chat with you so easily. Like I say something, then you will hear it after 15 minutes, then you will write something. So I'm hoping to just stay in touch with certain messages here. If you do send in a super chat or something, I'll do read it. Also someone there. So Topalo goes knight c4, and now Vidit can chop, I think, or he can also avoid. It's like this, no? Like you have like these bishops hitting here, but somehow white is also very solid, wants to come here. Maybe I'll just go h6, stopping bishop g5. It's looking good. It's looking good for Vidit. Can Arjun cross 2800 in this tournament? I think so, he can, right? But he dropped a lot of points by losing that one game. That happens at this rating. He lost like 7 ELO points by losing just one game against Edis Gurel. It's a lot of rating. So he needs 11 points. But you know, if someone can do it, it's Arjun. Never say never is his mantra. Okay, let's go and check what is up with Vishy Anand. Here, Vishy. Vishy is not on the board. He's just moving around. Queen f4, bishop takes. He takes with the pawn. He's like, okay, no problem. My structure is bad. Doesn't matter. Queen d7. Plays queen e4. Another nice move. And Vishy is looking very confident. His opponent is down to 22 minutes. He has to make 12 moves in 22 minutes. Yes, there is no increment, not just once, guys. It will be, time pressure may come here in this game 3 times. First time control after move 40. Then another time control after move 60. And then another time control, sorry, first move after 30, then 50. And then for the last part of the game. So, very tense. Queen e4. Okay, I want to move the queen, move the bishop, attack the queen. There are too many possibilities here. So Shreyas has to be careful. because even if he tries to attack, he will lose the knight. So he needs to find a home for the knight. So let's say he takes, rook takes and plays queen here. The queen is well placed. But let's say after something like queen g4, I don't see how this is good for Shreyas. It's very good for Vishy. So Vishy Anand looking good against Shreyas. And let's go to Arjun. He's just made his move here. After queen e4, rook f5, he's taken on c6, bishop c6. And I don't know what is on his mind. Did he play his move already? Oh, what? What a move by Arjun Erigaisi. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What a move. Guys, Arjun OP, guys. What a move there by him. What a move. Insane. Insane. That's just brilliant move by Arjun. Because now, look at this. If you take with the bishop, you lose the queen. Okay. You take here, you lose the queen. Nothing less, nothing more. You take with the pawn, you lose the rook. Look at this bishop sitting here. You take with the rook, you lose the king. Oh, what a move. Arjun Erigaisi. Wow. Okay, I really love Bodhana, the player that she is, but today was not her day. Arjun played really well. So, very nice move. Let's go to Vaishali versus Firouzja. I'm sure that this game is going to get interesting, not just from position perspective, but also time perspective. Queen g6, best move by Ali Reza. Not an easy position for Vaishali, I can tell you that. Not at all easy. She has a choice between knight coming here, attacking this pawn and the queen, and knight going into the center. I think these are the best moves. She has been thinking. Let's have a look now at the game between Kosteniuk and Nodirbek. I like how Nodirbek has built up his position there. We can see Kosteniuk and Nodirbek in the background. Very nicely placed pieces. And she wants to trade queens. Even if you trade here, white is clearly better. But maybe Nodirbek can even retain the queens with queen e3. So that seems like a good idea. Let's go to Vishy, Shreyas, queen e4, nothing played. Pragg versus Victor Bologan. Bishop g3 played, attacking here in the center. He's attacking in the center and you need to defend it. Maybe you pin this, but when you pin it, I think the f file becomes weak for sure. Like there are too many weak spots for black and the rook will attack it and it's looking great for white here for Pragnananda. Then we have Raunak versus Maghsoodloo. I think Raunak is playing really well here. He's showing his class. He's showing why he's really a strong player. So he is doing well. And then we have Sindarov versus MVL. Arunava Chess says, what about the giveaway of the Olympiad, the signed chessboard? We already have written in that post the two winners. I already have the signed boards with me. So when I come back, I'll be giving it away. MVL versus Sindarov is looking so sharp. Like it was, we saw that, no, it was the open Rui Lopez, and then we reached here. Craziness on this board. Absolute craziness. King in the center, white king destroyed. And then we go to Vidit now versus Vaseline. Oh my god, Vidit is thinking for insanely crazy amount of time here. 8 minutes. He's not made his move. Vidit, bhai, what are you thinking? Let's just have a look at this view full screen. What is Vidit thinking here? I'm not so sure. Well, Vidit needs to speed up. He cannot play so slow. Yes, Nandish says कम से कम 8 आवर स्ट्रीम करना पड़ेगा सागर भाई. अरे 8 से भी ज्यादा दोस्तों. Mayank Barkakati, member for 28 months, says amazing coverage of Olympiad and GCL, and now this kudos to the team. Really appreciate everyone's hard work. Thank you, Mayank. Thank you. This tournament, of course, is something that we were there for on ground coverage. It all turned last minute into live coverage, and we're trying our best to provide this, that what we are doing, and I hope that you can enjoy it live. And then, although with a 15-minute delay because of the anti-cheating measures, but I'm really hopeful that we can have it much more. Like, these anti-cheating measures are really sometimes making it difficult for me to interact with the chat, and that is something I truly miss when streaming. You know, like for me, streaming chess is a lot about interacting with you guys, talking with you guys, having fun, you know, taking moving back and forth. And yeah, when that's not there, it does become a little bit lonely. But guys, we will have it sorted, don't worry. Refresh. Okay, for now Arjun Eri guys sees classy move. Take king f8, check, king here, goes back, bishop comes in, threatening a mate now. Wow, I love how Arjun's played this. I seriously love it. This game is so good. Let's have a look at what's happening on the poll, guys. Poll पे क्या चल रहा है दोस्तों? Poll पे you're saying 58% think all 6 of them. बाप रे बाप. Guys, 2 of them are facing high rated players. Raunak versus Maghsoodloo and Vaishali versus Firouzja. Not easy. I think logical answer would be 4. Optimistic answer 5. Unrealistic answer is 6. But unreal is something which we all want to achieve in life. Who's lowest on time? Right now, from all the games, Sivananda Bodhana is lowest. Bodhana is lowest, but that position is bad already. Bologan is low on time. That is something to worry about for Victor. Victor Bologan has to be careful. He goes knight d7. He did not play his bishop out here to take this. He went knight d7. And now Pragg may just go with this very strong move h4. He can also play castles, which is also good. But let's see. Private says, can you please share the format once, Sagar bhai? Is it a one-day tournament? No, it is not a one-day tournament. In fact, it's a knockout tournament. Every day, half of the players get knocked out from 16 to 8, 8 to 4, 4 to 2, 2 to the winner. It is a 4-day event. And today we have 16 players and we will be left with 8 at the end of the day, then 4, then 2, then 1. And all those who were asking about the time control, this is the format of the time control here, so that you know 30 minutes, 60 minutes for the first 30 moves, 30 minutes for next 20 moves, and 30 minutes for rest of the game with no increment at all. And in the Armageddon, you have 10 minutes to white, and black player gets whatever time that is bid the lowest between the two players. And a draw would mean black takes everything home. And there you see on your screen is Vishy Anand playing a classical chess tournament after a long time. But Vishy's slaying it here on the board. Let's have a look at the live position right now that we have. What is happening? So Vishy has this beautiful rooks, queen, everything looking good. Guys, all those who are watching this, for Vishy Anand, let's like the stream and let's have Vishy OP. 54 years old, now will become 55 very soon. What an amazing guy. Amazing. Maybe push is the idea. Guys, all of you who watched India's Got Latent, thank you so much for watching it. Of course, Samai doing amazing things with his whatever he's up to. By the way, we have had first increment of time. We have Raunak and Maghsoodloo already crossing move 40, move 30, and so they did get 30 extra minutes. That's how it is. 30 minutes were there for Maghsoodloo, and after he took, it became 1 hour. And so this one I don't think is going to get into too much. It's a draw and it will be a good result for Raunak. Then he can press with the white pieces. Guys, there is a big news also coming in for the Tata Steel Chess India. There's going to be an absolute world-class player playing there. But I'm not going to reveal anything more. It's got to be like, you're all going to be like, whoa, let's go to Kolkata. Let's go and enjoy ourselves in Kolkata. Because that is a massive event that's happening. Let's go now to the game of Shivananda, Bodhana and Arjun. And we have a super chat by Kumar Gupta. Thank you so much, Kumar Gupta, for your super chat. Thank you. And so Queen H8 check, King F7 check, King F8, Bishop G6. It takes here and Arjun takes back, and the last move was Queen D8. Very smart move. But Arjun checks. I mean, the smartness was because if you took, you cannot take this bishop here because of, guys, what's the move? And another super chat, Nikaru says, all the best for Team Chess, Sagar. Hope you are preparing. Oh, yes. Thank you, Nikaru, for reminding me. I have a match with Tanya Sachdev and me teaming up against Levi Roseman and James Canty. Will be nice. And we have Coder before. Hyde Park will be great. Saturday morning, must full English autumn chal raha. It will be great. Array, thank you, Codebreaker. I hope that, one of the Indian players does well here. Then that person can also come for the meetup and it will be epic. And right now, Bodhana brings her queen in. Arjun chops it off. And I feel like this one is ending pretty soon. But what a frame we have, guys. What a frame. Really amazing frame. Absolutely love the atmosphere here between Bodhana and Arjun. Let me show you on full screen here. Here is a 9-year-old girl from England, Bodhana Sivanandan. Just by heart her name, just like you by hearted, let's say, Pragnananda, because she's going to be a huge star in the days to come. She's so good. And she today didn't play well against Arjun, but that's okay. She has one more game today evening at 5 p.m. here local time, 9:30 p.m. Indian time. So it's going to be superb. And let's get back to the board now. Rook d8 played. Arjun just pushed the pawn. Arjun chilling right now. He's like, okay, this is done. Let's go for the next game now. One of the things that differentiates Arjun from all other players is his hunger to play, It's huge. She plays queen f6, attacking the bishop. Check by Arjun. Arindam Satapati says, can you recommend some 5 to 10 new non-chess books? Arey bhai bhai. New non-chess books. Well, I'm not reading too many new books, but the books that I'm reading these days are a little bit more, uh, you know, that where I have to look within myself. So I'm reading a lot of books by J. Krishnamurti. I really like it. So maybe all of his books is something that I would recommend. I am enjoying it. So, and there is one book called New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. I like this book a lot. Yeah, there are all these such books which are interesting for me right now. At this phase, I'm interested in that. By the way, Shreyas has just pushed his pawn here, and he's expecting that if Vishy takes, he would want to exchange, and play bishop f6. But guys, the better move here for Vishy, which he missed, was knight d5. And this would have been very powerful because after take, you have a knight c7 attacking the queen, and after the queen moves, you can go rook d7. So maybe a little sharp move, sure, but Vishy decides to take, and Shreyas, instead of taking, goes queen f6. He goes queen f6. So for now, after queen f6, Vishy goes knight d5. In comes a check. And I believe Anand is going to play queen g4. Yes, he plays it. Now you can see the knight is attacking here. The queen is going to be traded. I do feel that Shreyas has some chances to hold a draw here. Let's say after fg4, I think Vishy will take with the pawn. If he takes with the rook, might be surprising for me. Yeah, takes. And now you will have, the reason why this is still holdable is because black has like nice pawns on the queen side. White has an extra pawn here, but maybe bishop h4. Putting pressure here. Not so easy. Michael Joe says, Sagar, can you please start Chess Base India Tamil? Well, it's on our mind. I think during the World Championship match, we want to do something on that so that there is commentary in Tamil as well. Okay, let's quickly check what is up with Pragnananda. I think Pragg, after bishop h4, g5, bishop g3, did go knight d7, castles. Good move. h5. And now he's thinking, his opponent just moved away. From our bars, we can see that Arjun is winning, Nodirbek is winning, Vaishali now, Alireza is slightly better, Anand is better, Pragg better, Parham Raunak maybe draw, Maxim Sindarov maybe equal and drawish, and Vidit is getting better. Let's head over to Vidit, and we have our first believer of the day. Wow, Himan Singh has contributed rupees 500. Not actually first. Oh my god, we had many today. We have Nisharg Manwar who donated 250. We have Abhigna who donated 500 on helpchess.org. And Himan Singh, thank you so much for guys for being believers of Indian chess. This all money will be used very well. Thank you. It's very, very kind of you. So h5 played. Simple user asks, is it 1 crore to each Vidit and Divya, or is it 50 lakhs? It's 1 crore each. Guys, I'm going to take a party from Vidit here. Let's go to his game with this Topalov. What is he doing? What is he up to, guys? There you see. Oh my goodness. So what happened was, after knight c4, Vidit, after thinking for a long time, 10 minutes, takes the knight. Bishop takes. Push the pawn. We pushes the pawn. We saw it. Knight h4. Good move. Looking to come here. Bishop d7. Trying to stop that. Knight g6. Attacking the queen. Queen drops back. And now queen e2. And guys, slowly and steadily, Vidit Gujarati showing his class. He's turning on the heat. Maybe c6. With the idea of b5. Then a4. Create a passa. So, for example, c6. Bishop e3 does not work, I think, because of knight takes e4. Bishop e3. Queen e3. And b5. And now if the bishop cannot remain on this diagonal, then you are losing the knight. So that is not possible, guys. That is not possible. So knight has to go back. Once you go back, I anyway push. You take. Bishop goes back. And I create a passed pawn. This is my idea. Guys, this is how it rolls. Vidit Gujarati looking good. He became a... Sorry guys to say this again and again, but I am enjoying it. He became a crorepati today. Nikaru says, can't you stream from somewhere else from a delayed leeches feed, Sagar? I can, Nikaru, but what about the video? I have to delay them. I don't know how to delay videos so easily. So we chose to delay OBS, but then I can't. It's so, this anti-cheating of chess is very, very big problem for broadcast. It is a very good thing for non-cheating, but it creates problem for broadcast. I don't know how to fix it. It's like, I want to somehow find a middle ground somewhere, but I don't want the chat to feel like, oh, this is, we can't interact with you. Let's go to Vaishali versus Firouzja. I'm interested in that game. What is up with Vaishali? So, after Queen g6, Vaishali did go knight h4. Queen came in. She played bishop c8. Maybe the best move was queen up, threatening a mate, and then continuing. But she went back, attacking the queen. Queen c6. Bishop f1. Knight comes back. And now knight d6. So Alireza creating a mess here like he always does. But now you take. I take. And can I take here? It doesn't look bad. it looks bad. It looks terrible, guys. Why is this a bad move? Can you tell me? It's a terrible move. White to play and win. Absolutely right. Bishop f4 pinning here. Well done, guys. All those who found it. So maybe you have to take, and maybe rook d7 followed by take. So should be good. Should be good. Should be equal. Vaishali fighting hard with the black pieces. That's cool. What is up with Arjun? How is he not finished the game already? I think Bodhana is taking her time. She finished 30 moves, so she got 30 extra minutes. I'm going to try and get the board here on the screen now. This is going to be another little bit of on the go improvisation, which is always normal for Chess Base India viewers. They are like, we love on the going stuff. So I'm going to fix it. Thank you guys for being with me here. How's life going, guys? I hope it's going well. I hope you enjoyed all the coverage that's happening on our channel. Hopefully more stuff, hopefully more tournaments. And by the way, this is what we have here. Yes. And now let me switch over to the Vidit game, not this one. Yeah, here. So c6 did happen, knight h4, and instead of pushing b5, Vidit goes bishop e6. Not so sure about this move. White looks okay. Now we'll have another little bit of a small innovation. Let's see if we can pull this off as well. I think we can. No rocket science there. We have Akshay Nathu saying, Sagar bhai, book for Singapore. Hope to see you. Arre, Akshay Nathu ji. Thank you so much for doing this. I hope to see you as well. I'm actually, maybe I'm not sure if I'll be there from day one itself. But definitely there is a Carlsen Caruana match happening from 20th, 21st, 22nd. So I'll planning to be there firstly. And yeah, for the match I was thinking I'll commentate from India and then the critical moments go there. That was what I thought might be more interesting. But Akshay Nathu, it's amazing that you've booked there. You're going to have a great time. I'm pretty sure the World Championship is going to be huge. Especially with Gukesh playing there. A lot of interest for Indian fans. And we have the timers also on the board, guys. Guys, OBS में हम है काफी अच्छे. OBS में क्लॉक लाना अच्छी बात है, पर एनालिसिस ना करना ये तो सही नहीं है. Okay. Knight f3 back. Bishop knight d7. Slow maneuvering struggle. Slow. Absolutely. Oh, people already know that in Kolkata it's going to be a very, very big player coming in. They are already guessing 15 minutes ago. You see, I can read all of your chat, guys. I'm reading. Don't forget. Okay. Rook b1 by Topalov. Knight g5 played here by Abdusattorov. Okay, guys. I'm going to take a very quick 2 minutes break and I will be back. Let's right for that time you can focus on the game of Vishy, Anand and Shreyas Royal. Okay, guys, I'm back at this, and let's head over to Vishy Anand's game. This is getting very exciting now. You can see the position is 30 moves have been completed. Vishy is a pawn up. He's trying to grind here. This is a weakness, but for now, the knight is blocking it. Knight has come back. Black has to decide how to play. I think Vishy is going to put Shreyas in a very uncomfortable position here and will try his best. Let's look at Pragg. Oh! Guys, Pragg is winning. ये देखो h5 went bishop back, knight b7, d6, sacking a pawn. Now taking here, sacking a piece, queen d5, double attack. Best move was to take here, take the rook, castle. Not easy. Instead he played bishop b7, queen takes, and rook at 6, and now Pragg is winning. He needs to find one move. His opponent has 1 minute left. Finds it. Oh my god. And now Victor Bologan is going to flag. Guys, this is the game that's happening behind Vishy's game. Oh, we have Gopi Krishna who's donated 1008. Thank you, Gopi Krishna, for becoming a believer of Indian chess on helpchess.org. And also Abhigna contributed again. Thank you, Abhigna. By the way, a check. Now Bologan has 55 seconds. To make 8 moves. Very tough. King d7. I think Pragg will take this pawn. Why not? And what did Bologan do? He just took on e4 or what? But this is... Okay, let's look. He's threatening a mate here. We have to be careful. Bishop f3 is one move. Bishop g4 check is another. Okay, maybe bishop g4 check. Okay, this is important moment now. Pragg has to be careful. And meanwhile, we have our first result of today. Arjun Erigaisi seems to have won his game against Bodhana. And we just see right now the final moments there of Bodhana and Arjun. They are rearranging the pieces. And I think a great learning experience for Bodhana here. Because even if she lost, that's okay. That happens. At this age, no one was expecting her to beat world number 3 Arjun. But still, you know, you get to learn a lot from such experiences. Not just chess-wise, but otherwise as well. So, kudos to the organizers for giving her an opportunity to play here. Talents like Bodhana need such opportunities. You can see her there. She'll get ready for her evening game, which is at 5 p.m. Let's go to Vidit's game now. And let's bring the chessboard. What's happening here? Vidit has 5 minutes 56 seconds. Topalov has 7 minutes 49. Vidit brings his rook to the center of the board. There's a small delay between the video and the move being made. But there you have it. They both are on move number 27. 3 more moves to make. I think they will manage it. You can see that Vidit just jibing there. The look of a man who is in good spirits right now. C4 played by Topalov. Pushes his pawn forward. And yeah, maybe start attacking here. I think Vidit might not have it easy against Vaishali. So take here, go bishop b4. That's what he's done. And now Vaishali has to decide what to do next. Guys, let's see. After 15 minutes, I will get to know. Okay. You all have to write. If you like this view, you all will write 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, everyone should write 1. If you like this view, everyone should write 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. By the way, Pragnananda has just beaten Victor Bologan. So a big result there for Pragg, but it was not a big surprise because he was ahead on time. By the way, here Queen h7 was a nice move. Nice touch there. Because King c6 will block the diagonal here for a mate and then you lose the rook. And if you go behind backwards, then bishop takes, knight takes, and you get checkmated first. That is the sad part here. So after Queen h7, Victor did resign, and a good game by Pragnananda there. He starts off with a win. Going now to Vaishali Topalov versus Vidit, because that's the game under time trouble right now. And we also so after bishop b4, we are on move number 28. Piyush says, how does it feel to commentate alone? Yeah, it's nice. Actually, I really enjoy commentating alone when I can interact with the chat. This without chat is very lonely. Lonely, I'm Mr. Lonely. I have nobody. I was thinking if you can push the pawn to c5. I mean, I am weakening d5, but well, it's well protected. So maybe. Let's see. Vidit will never play a move like c5, I'm sure. It weakens the d5 square. Amin Bashir says, Saga, you deserve to be awarded for reviving chess all over the world from Mombasa, Kenya. Oh, amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Amin, for following. On the same screen, I have two comments. Okay. Tushar Ranjan Nath says, I struggle to follow GCL. CBI interface is so clear, so smooth with just two laptops. And Ayan Ali says, such a poor production from WRHS. Yeah, I agree. The video quality, of course, needs improvement. There's no doubt about it. We actually wanted to have better videos, but we couldn't do it. So that is for sure. I'm not debating about it. But on the other hand, We are not into producing chess tournaments or this, so this is not our expertise somehow. But we are trying to bring this tournament to you, and everything was planned at the last moment. So I hope you are able to enjoy. That's the main thing that I'm hoping. Okay. Ali Reza board. Let's go to Ali Reza versus Vaishali. They are under time pressure, guys. Oh, thank you for reminding me to go to this board 15 minutes ago. Let's see. Let's go, guys. Let's go. The arbiter is there to write the moves. And Vaishali has a good position. Man, Vaishali fighting move for move against Alireza Firouzja, one of the most feared opponent of this generation. Queen c2. Let's go, Vaishali. What's the move now? For now, it seems like white is slightly better pawn structure wise, but then you see that black has an extra pawn. So that already shows Vaishali has a great position. And right now Vaishali has 3 minutes 22 seconds. She has to make 4 moves. She knows it's feasible. She goes rook f5. I like this move actually. She just defends the pawn. And Firouzja plays very quickly bishop d3. So Firouzja is turning on the heat. And this is where generally weaker players go wrong. And I think Vaishali has to be careful here to be in the game. Yeah, rook e5, best move. Let's go, Vaishali. Fighting move for move with Alireza Firouzja. Again, Firouzja finds the best move, bishop e4. Very important. Now he's threatening bishop f4, right? To trap. Is he threatening, like, let's say if I go g6, no, not g6, let's say a6, bishop f4, there's rook e4. So it's not a problem, because if you take here, I take this bishop. And if you take my bishop, I take on this e1 check, and then I take back. So right now, no, the threat is f4 actually to trap the rook. So Vaishali must be careful. Maybe g5 makes so much sense. No, now g5. Vaishali, you need to stop f4. So she has 2 minutes left. And then she'll get 30 minutes. Finds it. Let's go, Vaishali. G5 on the board. Now I think Alireza will find another tricky move. H4. This is what Alireza Firouzja, Magnus Carlsen, all of these players do so well. They are constantly able to put their opponent under pressure. Let's just feel the energy of the room. Let's just feel what's happening. There you see. Very intense actually at this point. Both of them. By the way, it's such a nice scene to see Firouzja and Nodirbek both next to each other. Guys, this is the last move before time control. So Firouzja taking his time. He can move his rook into the center of the board. Plays bishop d2. Slightly weird but understandable. He wants to play bishop c3. Not easy for Vaishali what to play. Guys, what would you do? Maybe just rook takes e4, somewhere sacrifice is on the card. And then b6, bb7, put this because this is a big threat. Vaishali has only 38 seconds to make this final move. Maybe she'll just sack a pawn to clear some space. Yeah, that's very much Vaishali-like move, but not the best move. Actually, surprisingly, the best move is b6. I still can't understand why. But after bishop c3, to play g4. And after bishop takes bishop to take here. And this is very good compensation. I would have never imagined, actually. But the point being, now take back. And then putting the bishop here. And then moving the pawn up. And it seems like great compensation. Very tough to understand though. c4. And guys, this is now, all games have moved past the time trouble phase. And Vidit is slightly pressing against Vaishali and Topalov here. So Vidit is actually trying slowly to maybe get his knight here and to look at the c5 weakness, or maybe trade the bishops and then put the knight here. It's not going to be easy to convert for sure against a player of Vaishali and Topalov's caliber, but he'll try. He'll keep trying. Meanwhile, Sindarov and MVL, this looks like a very, very tense encounter here. Yeah, crazy one, just like both how both players like. Okay, for now, Sindarov is thinking for his move. Let's head back here and see what's happening. We have someone who's contributed on help chess here. Thank you so much, Danny, for your contribution. Um, which game is the most exciting right now? You can see almost all the games are nearing equality, but maybe there is the Anand one, Anand Shreyas Royal game. I have a feeling that this one looks closer to a draw than a win for Vishy. You can see Vishy looking confident, standing up there. He is putting pressure on the youngster. And it is not so simple. Like if Vishy goes b4, rook c2 and here. Like, like you can give a check, take. And you're calculating this line like rook b2. And now a very important move here, guys. What should white play to get an advantage? Yes, b4. And then if you play rook a2, trying to defend here, you will see that white rook is absolutely brilliant, defending everything. So I'm just going here, here, and I'm just going to chop off these pawns, all of them. So for now, it seems like this is a move that should be avoided by Shreyas. Okay, we have everyone liking the second view, it seems. So I had asked a question some time ago. Which view do you like? This one or this one? A little bit better, like something like this. And I feel like majority of the people like this one. So we will stick to it. We will stick to it. Tirtha says 0. No view he likes. Arey Tirth bhai. Okay. Guys, understood. Rook c3. Shreyas has now 17 minutes. Again, the next time trouble phase will be on near move 50 because 20 moves to be made in 30 minutes. Okay. I think maybe what Shreyas could do is try to get his king in. But also another good idea is that if your opponent wants to play here b4, why not try to stop it with a5? I guess he might also be thinking of sacking a pawn and giving his opponent tripled pawns. That's possible. But a5 looks like a good move. Nothing much to worry about. Looks good. Oh, he did sack a pawn there with b4. Very interesting move. And Vishy is like, thank you so much. Another free pawn. I'll chop it off. I will chomp on it. But it's a great idea there by Shreyas. And now rook e4 might be the best move to attack here. But rook e2 check. Take. This time also it doesn't work in any way. Take on b2. And then once again the king just rushes over. So not easy here to give a check. He has to maybe find rook e4. And Kimaya, thank you for becoming member, backer of Indian chess here. Thank you. Raunak against Maghsoodloo. Okay. Maghsoodloo trying hard, but I have a feeling that he's not going to succeed here against Raunak. Because the position is too even, and too much material has been exchanged. Of course, you can't take here, your knight is hanging. So this is kind of a structure, and Maghsoodloo is attacking this, but I just go rook defending this, and it should be completely fine. Meanwhile, Firouzja seems to have built up a big advantage against Vaishali here. You can see that after c4, queen takes, rook c5, and now queen e2 played. And it seems like just from a very even position, Vaishali has slid into a very bad one. Her last move was bishop check. Okay, maybe king h1, and she can still, of course, fight like with bishop f4. But let's say take, 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 and now, okay, if I take here, you might take over here, so I can be a little bit more careful. Yeah, but this one looks good for, or maybe I can first play h4, fixing it bishop f3, bishop h5. Yeah, looking good for white here. She comes back bishop f4. It's also what we imagined to happen. Okay, moving on, guys. Let's go to Vishy versus Shreyas again and see what's up there. So after b4, he did find rook e4. Good job there by Shreyas. He's 16 years old. He's very talented. He's UK's youngest GM, which is amazing. So Alireza are now pushing. Oh, Nodirbek Kosteniuk became equal. What? How? Insane. Wow, I can't believe how things have turned around here. Guys, we need to check this out. How did Nodirbek become equal against Kosteniuk? So you can see here he was pressing. They also traded queens. Still he was pressing. He won a pawn. Check. Again a good move. Take, take. Bishop b4. Bishop d8. Okay, he could have taken here this endgame. And I think it's winning endgame for white. This one, like after rook e1, attacking the knight, rook e5, attacking here. I mean, it looks great. But he went, instead of this, rook b7, rook g5, okay. Rook b8, bishop c7, rook c8, f3. Now, you can simply take this bishop. But instead, he went g4, allowing hg. And now, if you take here, let's say after hg, rook c7, then there is a very powerful move here, which actually, I guess, has been missed by Nodirbek. What is that move, guys? Some natural light come in. Yes, it's the crazy move 94. Actually, this is completely crazy. Yeah, I mean, take here, take, come here, and suddenly you take here. It's a mate. Nothing less, nothing more. It's an absolute mate. Threatening mate. Insane. So he's thinking now, Nodirbek. I think he is just completely bamboozled here. Now it's not easy to recover because generally you want to take here, you miss this move. You would have thought, oh, G2 I'm fine, GF2 also I'm winning. But knight e4 is the move that Kosteniuk also has prepared. And this means that Nodirbek has the only move to stay in the game, which is bishop e7, which is again very tough to play. But this game will become very sharp in general. Like, look at this. I play knight e4. Now you can take the bishop, the rook, the bishop, the rook, everything. And let's say you take, for example, the rook. Then I play knight takes, and that is how crazy it is, because you can even take this with a check, check, takes. But then I take, if king f1, there's g2, g1 queen, so king h1. And if I play g2, king h2 wins, so knight f2. And it's a draw. Insane. This is very tough to find. Very tough for even Kosteniuk to find. Anirudh Saikias, thank you for your super chat. Says, Sagar, I'm planning to visit Singapore for the championship. I can only take 2-3 days off. Should I attend the first few matches or the later ones? I think, Anirudh, it makes sense to attend the later ones, right? From that perspective, it will be more exciting. But the unfortunate part here is that you wouldn't know which ones to follow, like later on. So take has happened. Maybe I would say a safe bet is 10th, 11th, 12th games, because even if one side is dominating, still it won't get over so soon, like by 10th game, because they have to score 7.5 points. So my suggestion could be somewhere that range. Let's head over to Vidit Gujarati now. And Vidit looking good. He's trying to put pressure here. We are on move number 35. They have to make 15 more moves until the next time control with this move, this time without any increment. Guys, how do you feel the bars being here? Do you think it's needed? If you need it, you can write 1. If you don't need it, you can write 2. If I ever go into this view. If you need it, write 1. If you don't need it, write 2. Chinmay Katre says, hello Sagar Bhai, when are you planning to return to base? Okay, the beautiful township of Ghatkopar. Want to meet you guys and visit Temple of Chess. I'll be back on 20th. And then from 21st, we have the Diwali camp in the Phoenix Market City. So if you come there, would love to meet you. I'll be there almost every day. Spanish Addict says, this is Topalov's first event since 2022 Norway Chess. Wow. It's amazing. Great to know. Thank you for that update. Oh, meanwhile, we have Soham Sandeep Jagnade. Thank you for becoming a believer in Indian chess, Soham, and contributing on helpchess.org. Going back now, guys, let's look at what's up with Shreyas. Shreyas and Vishy. How are they playing here? And there we have it. Right now, you can see the last move was b4, takes rook e4. He took the pawn, and now Vishy, instead of taking another pawn, just brought his rook back. Classic Vishy, he's very accurate in such games, in such positions. It's not easy to beat him or to draw with him. He will keep pressing. Okay, guys, back to the game. After rook c3, you can see Shreyas's time here running low. We need to actually have the time on the correct side here because the board is on the other end. So this one goes here and ooh, someone's here. Let me just check. Who is it? How are you? Are you living today also? Your your son is? Yeah. Um, I have it still maybe another few days. Okay. Sorry about it. The system should get you about it. No, it's checking and they'll extend it. Thank you very much. Sorry about that. Yes, let's get over to the chessboard now. The last move was rook e4. Vishy has to press here and he has to do it calmly and coolly. It's not going to be easy, but he can do it. And meanwhile, Nodirbek has blundered. He's now worse. Oh my goodness. Nodirbek after hg3 goes rook f1. So many moves are now winning for Kosteniuk. Insane. Insane how things and tide has turned completely here. And meanwhile, we have a result here, which is Sindarov and MVL seem to have drawn their game because after the last move g5, yeah, they have drawn their game. There's a 30 move rule. So now this is a draw. Yeah, maybe it was somehow after g5 he already offered a draw and MVL took it, and maybe he was not so happy with his position anyway. Now let's go and see the game between Firouzja and Kosteniuk there. We were talking about this game becoming, sorry, Nodirbek versus Kosteniuk. We were saying like it was actually this move knight e4 which created a complete havoc on the board here. And let's go now. Like the thing is, after f3, g4 was a mistake. Should have taken here, taken king h1. It's not so easy here because this is hanging, but you have bishop e1. And I think Firouzja had this sort of blank moment where he said, let me go g4 because after hg3, I will anyway take this. But he missed this move, I think. This is what he has missed. But anyway, it's a very tricky decision. And now g2 good move, rook e1 and rook h5. Wow, Kosteniuk gets up from the board. She's like, I'm crushing it. Wow, she's just winning now. This is completely lost. Rook e3. Now the thing is, look at this finish. My goodness. She can take here, but then take, and maybe this. It's still winning piece up, But look at the finish, that is beautiful. Boom, check, take, check. And now you're busted. If you go back, it's a mate. So you must take, and now a queen, and it's over. It's game over. It's amazing. Amazing how Kosteniuk is now completely winning. Let's see if she has any nerves here or she does it in style. I think she'll do it in style. And then Nodirbek has to win with black on demand in the next round. This is going to be very tough for Nodirbek. Already he is losing points here. So this is looking really bad. Let's head over to Vaishali and see what is she up to. So Vaishali here now, after this position, she seems to be playing like normally. She's like, oh, everything's fine for me, no problems. But of course she has problems. Her pawns are weak. Bishop is coming here, pressure here. All of this is not good. So yeah, this doesn't look great for Vaishali. She's definitely under pressure, but she's not losing just as yet. And heading over to Vidit. So after bishop e3, he took the pawn. Oh. Because if you take, what's the move, guys? What is Vidit trying to do? Check and mate. Right? So that's the reason why bishop takes pawn. Very interesting move. f5. Bishop goes back and he plays f4. And we have this position again. Maybe he has to go back again. So with it having slightly better position. Oh, by the way, it seems like she did not play this move, Kosteniuk. I think she... So, she did play. She did play. She found everything. Wow. Bishop h2, king h2, takes, queen, rook e8 played. Yeah, I mean, okay, how does it matter? Knight e8. Rook e8, king f7, king g7. Yeah, maybe king g7, just check, king f6. And then I'm threatening this pawn, check. It's looking good. Meanwhile, Vishy Anand now has a very big advantage against Shreyas. And yeah, this is an important game because Shreyas is trying his best to fight a slightly inferior position with Vishy. But it's not so easy for the youngster because, of course, he has to have experience there. Till now, he was fighting okay. But then rook e4, king f3, and now he's played rook e1. The rook came in. He played it to d2, but now it's like e2. It's like you take, and I mean, it's just two extra pawns, and it's winning. So Vishy will win this against Shreyas with the white pieces, I feel, which means that he will then... Okay. Feedback after 15 minutes. Keep the bars on the full screen is the feedback from you guys. It's like I'm communicating in some old way. You know, I say something and after 15 minutes later I get your response. So Cool, cool, cool. Okay, anyway. Vishy now clearly pressing. He takes here and plays rook b6, finds the best way forward. Meanwhile, big news. Nodirbek has resigned against Alexandra Kosteniuk. Wow, this is amazing. Simply amazing. After take, she played king h7 and Nodirbek was like, I can't play anymore because this is a checkmate threat. And he resigned. Kosteniuk wins. What a big upset in the first day, and also it impacts their classical rating. So huge, huge one. And so the first upset of the tournament, the big one, has happened. Meanwhile, Raunak seems to hold against Parham without any difficulties. Let's head over to Vidit versus Topalov. This is a very intense game. Vidit is trying to press. He's showing that maybe I'm the better player here. I'm more in touch. But Topalov is like, I have all the experience with me. I'm the former world champion. And we have this at the moment. Photo Chess. Ooh, has gifted 10 Chess Base India memberships. Thank you so much, Photo Chess. Thank you. Okay, so here we see right now the position is around equal, and a big thank you to Photo Chess, Maria Emilianova, better known as Photo Chess. And yeah, this will come maybe 15 minutes later from when she has already contributed, but I'm very grateful for the same. Thank you. Queen d2. What? This is a big blunder that Topalov has made. Can Vidit find the winning move here? He's winning. He's winning. Nothing less, nothing more. He's winning a piece. Vidit has to spot, guys. Guess the move. What is the winning move here? Knight d5 is the winning move. Why? The knight drops back, attacks the queen, and takes the bishop. That's how big it is, and that's how clear it is. And Photo Chess has become backer of Indian chess. Thank you so much, Maria, for this. It's very kind of you. This is all over. This is all over. Vidit is like, what? Vaseline, are you going away? I'm sure if Vidit doesn't spot this, I am giving him 1 crore rupees more after Maharashtra government gave him 1 crore. So he'll become he'll get 2 crores. Oh, Maria has upgraded her membership Photo Chess to Pillar of Indian Chess. Thank you so much, Maria. Guys, Maria Photo Chess is one of the most outstanding photographers in present days. She works for Chesscom, but she also does tournaments independently. She has so much experience and she brings so much of value to all the events she goes to. We keep using her pictures always. So thank you so much, Maria. It's very kind of you, and I'm going to make you a mod here. Thank you. Well, Vidit must move the knight back now. He's thinking. I hope he finds it. finds it. Knight d5 and Topalov instantly played c5. What the hell is going on? Yeah, this is crazy. This is what Topalov wanted. That if you take here, I take here, and if you take here, I take back, and I'm winning. I'm better. Wow, Topalov crazy. He had this move prepared. But now, guys, wait. This is not so clear. I can go Queen e7, or I can go Queen g6. Let's just look at it. Queen g6. Now you might say, oh, everything is fine, right? I can go back. But no, I go e4. Now my pawns are rolling and your bishop is out of play. My bishop is in the play. My knight is in the play. So essentially, even though I don't win a piece, I am winning. I'm winning here. Totally winning. This is huge moment for Vidit Gujarati. Maybe not as huge as what happened today, guys. All those who are unaware, Vidit did win 1 crore rupees from the government of Maharashtra, which is roughly $120,000. And Vidit is thinking he has 11 minutes 20 seconds. Vaseline has 10 minutes. It's interesting how the players who are not in practice can make such blunders. Of course, Vidit shouldn't take here, because after you take, this is already better for white. So he must move the queen away, which he will. He can also play the queen here. Very simple move. Because then e4 is anyway coming. So that's the plan. There's nothing too outstanding to do. Just move your queen even back here. And when he will save it, then e4. Let's see where Vidit goes now. Come on. He's going to make his move. Meanwhile, Anand seems to have made a mistake to lose his advantage against Shreyas Royal. And with it about to make his move, he has 9 minutes 30 seconds. We are on move number 40, so he has 10 more moves to make. Topalov also has 10 minutes. And maybe going... Oh, he's planning to play, but not playing. You can go to quickly Vishy Anand's game here against Shreyas Royal. And what happened here? Like, Vishy had a very good chance of winning here after take rook b6. But after rook e1, he went king f4, which is fine. He went king g5, which is fine. And rook c7 is also fine. Gave up the pawn. And now, very important move, missed by Vishy. He just had to find rook g6 and he would have won the game totally. Actually, it's an unstoppable mate. He has to give up the rook, like take, check, check, checkmate. But instead he goes b4 and now Shreyas is back. What a miss there by Vishy. I can't believe that he missed it. Unbelievable miss. I'm sure he is quite gutted there. Vishy might be able to see this very soon, but he has missed a very easy win with rook g6 to attack here. There was no way to defend it, no checks in the position. He would have won without doubt. Going back to Vidit's game, has he made his move or not yet? Yes, he did. He played Queen G6, best move, Queen D1, and E4 is on the board. And E4 is on the board. And now, let's say, for example, if you go 95 here, trying to attack this, but Queen F6, and I'm just so solid here with these pawns. I mean, and the bishop is just completely out of play. So E3 is just winning. So E4 is on the board. Going back to Raunak Sadhwani against Parham Maghsoodloo. It was always looking even, and it still is looking one. Nikaru says the Howell interview was great. Amazing question, Sagar. Has Anish's interview of Arjun happened yet? Looking forward to that one since Olympiad ended. Yeah, I think we can ask Anish now. Maybe after they both were busy with Global Chess League, we can try to make that happen. Also, I sometimes wonder if it was a serious thing or just he was making fun, but I'll ask him and maybe we can see if that can happen. So h4, king g1 here, and we have this position now on the board. The thing is, for Vaishali, her bishop is little limited because of the pawn, and this pawn on h4 is weak. Whereas she will try to create her own play this way. Say, for example, b6, king f1, she'll go rook d2. So actually, it's very important for white to be accurate. So maybe it'll become a race. Say rook d2, rook h4, maybe e5, bishop e4, take, rook h8. The idea of bishop. It's not so easy to win this. It's not at all easy. And you have to start pushing. And we'll see what happens in this race. So, yeah. For now, Vaishali is maybe okay, but under pressure for sure. Under pressure. And going to Anand's game here. You know, this miss by Vishy is not very characteristic of him. But now with this, I don't think he can win. He gives a check. Clearly, you can't take the rook. It's pinned. So king g8. And now I think he wants to go rook g6. The main point is now you're going to lose this pawn. But after, let's say, check, king here, I can take this. You can take this. I can go here. And it's not so easy to defend this, but it's also not so tough. It might be the only moves in the position. Vishy trying hard to now calculate this through. He's at this moment, he has 12 minutes, 4 moves to make. Richard Cochrane says, enjoying the commentary, Sagar, watching from Scotland. Oh, thank you so much, Richard. That's very kind of you. It's very nice to know that people are following this. I must tell you that it was a very intense global chess league that we had. And I was looking forward to not doing live commentary here maybe a day break. Yesterday went to summer show, and then there were some unforeseen situations that happened. So had a little less sleep, but then when we decided that this has to be streamed live, so we are on the job once again. Uh, and yeah, it's on the move. And I feel like this tournament is really worth streaming. This is worth showing to the world. And I think if there's anyone who wants to actually stream this event on their, can write to the organizers, and we'll try to make this feed available to them. It's actually a Zoom call that we have here, and then maybe we can just try and include you into it or something on those lines. Shriyansh Hota says, is this event classical rated, Sagar bhai? Yes, it is. It is. Queen f6 played. Very nice move. Looking here. Because the point was, wants to put pressure here. Queen f6 is such a cool move by Vidit. Because if you take this, he wants to give a check. And when you come here, he has a very strong move, guys. Black to play. What do you do? Classic case of interference here. Rohan says, instead of 15-minute delay on your stream, why don't you watch the game on 15-minute delay and keep chat live for interaction? Yeah, Rohan, I don't know how to delay the video. That's my main problem. Otherwise, I would have done that. Check. And then take this. Is a mate. It's a mate. Nothing less, nothing more. So queen takes e4. I think I'll figure out a way to make that happen. Don't worry. Check. And I think Vidit is winning here. You can see it from his face. He knows he's winning this. And resignation. Smile. And I'm sure Vidit is going to eat something now. That's his typical thing. What does he eat always after win? It's like he's waiting to eat something. Yeah, anyway, this, by the way, guys, if 91, there was 93 blocking, and then you're losing material. So, yeah, fantastic win for Vidit, but a blunder by Topalov. The big blunder came here when he played Queen D2. So, this moment where he played Queen D2, otherwise, the position was interesting still. King G1, you're fighting on, but played Queen D2, knight jump back, and it's all over. And now we head over to the game of Vaishali and Firouzja. And we have Raunak, Maghsoodloo, also an interesting battle. Actually, the thing is, the position could have been drawn pretty soon, but because both of them are fighters, anything can happen, and it's now actually Raunak who can try here. Can Raunak get the courage to push his pawn here down the board, b4? You know what will happen then? b4. I'm threatening b3, b2, b1. There's nothing so funny about it. Knight at 6, I go king f8. Knight f5, I understand you want to go for a mate. But instead of king f8, you can also go king g7, knight f5. And yeah, if I go here, you go back knight d4. Very interesting moment here, knight d4. Because if you take, I have check and winning the rook. No, there are some tactics here. It's not so easy to play b4 for Raunak to push his pawn, but he will try. He will try. And meanwhile, a draw seems to have been agreed between Vishy and no, they are still playing. Maybe they just wanted score sheets, I think. You can look at Vishy's face. He seems to have seen that. So, by the way, he did play Rook G6. Check did come in. Take, King H8. And he seems to have spotted that he had missed a very important move. But now, Shreyas, who was under time pressure for the last few moves, did get the score sheet, but this is not going to be enough. For Vishy, clearly. And a draw against Anand with black is a very good result for Shreyas because then he can press with white pieces. And yeah, this one will end in a draw. So going to Parham. Oh! Raunak finds it. Let's go. Raunak Sadhwani pushes b4. And the chances of 6 Indians making it to the next round possible. Let's see our vote. We have 5,700 votes and maybe more. 6,700. Yeah, 6,700 votes. 63% say we want all Indians to advance. We think all Indians will advance, but not so sure. Check. Where will the king go? King G7 played. By the way, we are on move number 46. And Parham has 4 minutes. Raunak has 2 minutes. Parham gives another check. Now, in no way should you go King F8. It's a mate. So he goes King G8. Okay. Now, if this check, then King F8. If you go back, then you have to find Knight E7. This is not an easy move to make, but it's a great move. The point being, if you give a check, I go Knight G8, and my idea is B3, B2, P1 queen. That's what I want to do. Yeah. By the way, we have a big result coming in. Vishy Anand has just agreed to a draw. Wow. Big result for Shreyas here. I think he was lost several times in the game. I mean, had a bad position, but he kept fighting on, and good job by him there. So he moves on to half a point. Now 5 p.m. is his second round with Vishy. Let's see how he does there. Can I get water? And let's head over to Firouzja versus Vaishali now. It's also heating up. Ooh, Firouzja is completely winning now. H7. King goes back. And time is not really the issue. Actually, what happened here was, it was an equalish game. Maybe it could have been a draw. Take, but she played King D6. She could have taken. Maybe she was afraid of the H pawn running down the board. But the king was pretty quick to join in. So it's not queening. I don't know what Vaishali thought. She gave up that pawn, but yeah, maybe she missed H5. I guess. And now the problem is her king is passive. This extra pawn does help, yeah, at the end of the day. It's not a useless pawn. So yeah, bad decision there by Vaishali. But let's head over to Raunak now, because, and by the way, we have now 6 results already out. So Vaishali is losing to Firouzja. Raunak is better. And look at Maghsoodloo's move A5 attacking here. He plays rook b5, second best move. Rook b8 was the best move, but I can understand that he didn't want to put the rook on the last rank. So rook b5 is fine. Parham now 2 minutes to make 2 moves. A5, he did play rook b5. And Parham's best move is to give a check. What an intense battle here. What an intense. And Parham about to make a move, finds the best move, rook g4 check. And Raunak with just 15 seconds plays king f8. Knight comes to d6. He has to make his final move now. In 10, less than 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 5, 4. He goes rook d5, presses the clock, gets 30 minutes. Wow. Intense. Intense moment there. Finds the best move though. Well done. And 30 minutes more now for Parham. Vaishali also gets 30 minutes. But I think she's about to lose this. Yeah, there are many different ways to win, but maybe the easiest is to push the pawn, get the bishop in, get the king up, and gobble that pawn. I think that's how it would work. Let's go to Parham Maghsoodloo here. Okay, Parham is basically busted in this position, I would say. Okay, it's not totally lost, but he's in big trouble. He's in big trouble. His pawn is running down the board, Raunak's. His knight is attacked. What should he do? Like, let's say knight c4, b3. And if knight b2, rook d2. So, yeah. I'm not sure if Parham will be able to save this. But we will stay with this game. I think this is the only game left now along with Vaishali. But Vaishali is lost totally. So, this one is the only exciting game. So, if you think about it, guys, and look at this one where we have the player tree, then we see Erigaisi winning against Sivanandan, which means he will most likely move forward. Vidit losing, beating Topalov. So maybe it will be Vidit versus Arjun in tomorrow's quarterfinals. Anand was better against Royal, but it's drawn, so we don't know. Pragnananda did win, so it could be Anand Pragnananda. Abdusatarav Kosteniuk. This is a big. We were looking forward to some like Abdusatarav MBL, but It seems like Kosteniuk will win this match, yeah, perhaps if Abdusattorov doesn't strike back in the second one. Kosteniuk did beat him. So it could be Kosteniuk versus MVL or Sindarov both drew. So anyone could be winning. Firouzja is better against Vaishali, and if he wins, then faces the winner of Maghsoodloo versus Sadhwani. So these are the few things that are going on in this tournament. Wanted to draw your attention to it. It's a knockout event. Real Self says, watching from Toronto. Thank you so much. Adi Smart Lifestyle says, enjoyed India's got latent. Thank you, Adi Smart. Saikat says, सागर भाई समय के शो में मजा आया. Yes, very much so. He does an amazing job. He is able to captivate an audience of close to 1,500 people. Brilliant, brilliant. Akash says with the inform from Nihal is in, he's one of the top contenders to win World Rapid and Blitz. Yeah, Nihal always has been very good at Rapid and Blitz. This year, I think he has great chances. The last move was knight c4, and he just pushed his pawn forward. So, yeah, big moment. Guys, right now Parham is thinking how to stop the pawn, or should he push his own pawn down the board? He has two options. His knight is a little shakily placed. If it goes back, I attack it again. If it moves up, I can push and win material, and this should be winning for black. 24 minutes for Parham. It's running down. 28 minutes for Raunak. See here. Sorry? No, thank you. Well, thank you for cleaning. Saikat says, Sagarwai, have you ever won against Vidit? Well, I've played with him 6 times and 6 draws until then he became too strong and we never played the same tournaments again. For now, you can see Raunak moving around and Parham thinking. Not easy. Guys, what do you think? Will Parham manage to hold this? And today, this could be the second biggest upset, I feel. Because the first biggest one, as you can see on the screen, is Nodirbek losing to Kosteniuk. Anand versus Shreyas Royal could be some mini upset draw. And Maxim Sindarov, very mini upset, also draw. Yeah, but this could well be the second one. Meanwhile, a big result in the game of Raunak, it seems. After knight c4, Parham played e4, rook d4, e5 was played, and he blundered here. Raunak took, made a queen, and went on to confidently win the game. What a win here by Raunak Sadhwani. Meanwhile, Vaishali still fighting against Firouzja. Not so easy, it seems, yeah, for Alireza to win this. Vaishali pushing her pawn forward. And right now, b4 by Vaishali, and now Alireza is thinking about what to do. Because if he takes back, has to figure a way to break through, but I think king f5 should do the job. King h7, I take king e5. But then you reach here and maybe this is not winning, yeah, anymore. So takes. And if not here, maybe king g5 could work. Because then after, let's say, waiting, I could even just check king h8 and now move in. And this is also winning. So yeah, Firouzja is winning here. Thank you, Vinayak Patil. Well, this is not the live position. Let me head back to the live position. King g5. And Vaishali making Alireza sweat for the full point here. But it seems like she does not have any defense here to now. Just moving here. And there's no way to do stalemate as well. But it seems like there are some stalemate tricks. Like for example, let's say king f6, king g5. I have to wait. King f6, b3, king e5, and then bishop d3. And if you take, it's a stalemate. So yeah, you have to be careful. But then after such a moment, you can always give up this and take it. So yeah, there are some tricky wins, but I think Alireza should manage. Firouzja being quite tired there. He also had a very tough event. J. Ram Kumar Patnaik says, why did Raunak take so much time to cross 2700? Maybe it's time for him to rise now. Oh, thank you. That's Sneha for putting up that message. Guys, we there was no sound for some time because it was a small break. And for now, Alireza Firouzja, look at him. Just sitting there. It's quite an interesting scene there where Firouzja is not looking at the board. He is tired. Vaishali is fully focused. A big shout out to Vinayak Patil for contributing on Help Chess. Thank you, Vinayak. And Vaishali down to 7 minutes 44 seconds. Let's calculate now. If king f6, now king bishop c4, king f6, bishop d1, king f6. Now b3 maybe. That's what Vaishali might want to do. b3. King e5, bishop c2. But I mean, there's nothing much like king e5, bishop c2, and now I can maybe just even try to get here. Yeah, this might be a good move. This is actually a good move. No, king h7. And then check, he will not have to take, right? Sorry. Bad move. King d4 maybe. And now you don't have a move, yeah? Like, maybe you can go bishop b1. I can go bishop b3. Then you can play bishop c2. Then I can go back. Then you can go here. King c4. King d4. Maybe some triangulation stuff. And you're out of moves. Yeah, some crazy stuff, like here, then this, and this, and this, and this, and check and win the game. So king e5 taken here, but I like how Vaishali is trying for her chances there. It's a good one. It's a good try, good attempt by her. And now bishop g4. Alireza step by step making this work. Now wants to go king c3. But maybe Vaishali will put her bishop here. Bishop d5. Bishop d7. Bishop g8. Nice. and then she'll go here and pick up the pawn. Okay, I can come here. King c3, bishop c2, king b4, bishop d1, and now I can take here and win. Yeah, a little bit tricky situation, of course. Maybe you will lose your pawns. Like for example, here, let's say I go back. I can just drop my bishop and not lose anything, right? Bishop d7 played by Vaishali now. And Alireza now coming back. King c3. So bishop g4. No, she played bishop f5. Take, it's a stalemate. Maybe now bishop d3 or maybe bishop d3. Yeah, bishop d3 is more human. She'll play bishop e4. Pursuing. And then maybe we'll have to perhaps make a waiting move. King c4. So bishop c4, bishop h7, bishop b3, and then bishop comes back. I think it should be good enough. Vaishali has only 3 minutes left. There's no increment. Seeing all time controls in action now. Bishop e4. Well, it's a very interesting classical event, right? We have had only 2 draws and 6 decisive results. 2 upsets already. Parham and Nodirbek both losing. Nodirbek to Kosteniuk, Parham to Raunak. Vaishali takes with the king, but now bishop d3 wins, right? Yeah, this is a very important move which she found. So take, 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 tuck, tuck up, tuck up. She takes king c4, king b5, and wins. Yeah, this is just winning. Vaishali playing till the bitter end here. Ali Reza slightly careful there, not to blunder something. Okay, Vaishali can resign now. She wants Ali Reza to show like the full technique of how to win. b4, king b8, b5, king c8. Okay, there are king here. You should. Maybe this is Vidit just. Also, this wins now. And it's the only way to draw. Anyway, king c8. He didn't go b4, right? Ah, he went b4. King b8, b5. And resigns there. So, Ali Reza won the game. Vaishali resigns. So, we have all results of round 1. On your screen, you can see Arjun beat Bodhana, Nodirbek beat Kosteniuk, Ali Reza beat Vaishali. These are 3 results there with the 3 women players. Kosteniuk is the only one who managed to win. And let's just have a look at what they are discussing here. Yeah, Vaishali had a good position there, but she couldn't manage to keep it going. In the end, she lost. And so Pragg beat Victor Bologan. Parham lost to Raunak. Maxim Sindarov drew. And Topalov Vidit ended in a win for Vidit. So that was how the day ended. We'll be back in 2 hours from now. Yeah, roughly 2.5 hours. At 5 p.m. the games begin. Join us for the second game of the first round. Until then, guys, see you. Thank you. Bye bye.